He is Shohei Ohtani. He is a Japanese major leaguer and plays for the Dodgers. He won home run championship in the National League and the American League. He is Lionel Messi. He is the world's most famous soccer player, and Messi won all the main soccer titles such as the Ballon d'Or and World Cup. Messi is called the GOAT.
He throws.
Messi!
Which do you like, soccer or baseball? First of all, we'll explain the introduction of our presentation. First, we compare soccer and baseball. Next, we'll present an interview to students. Next, let's take a look at the opinions of experts. Finally, we'll give you a conclusion.
Soccer and baseball differ in terms of global reach, gameplay and culture, yet both hold equal appeal. I will compare two of the world's most popular sports. Baseball began in the mid-1800s in America. It was based on older games like rounders from Britain. Alexander Cartwright created the first official rules in 1845. By the late 1800s, baseball became very popular in America, and people started calling it America's pastime. Soccer has roots going back thousands of years. In ancient China, a game called kuju involved kicking a ball into a net. In medieval Europe, people played ball games in villages, often with few or no rules. And in 1863, England made the first modern soccer rules, separating it from rugby. Soon, soccer became popular worldwide, especially in Europe and South America. The J-League and NPB are two of Japan's biggest professional sports leagues, each with unique characteristics and appeal. The J-League, established in 1993, has played a key role in growing soccer culture in Japan. In contrast, NPB, or Nippon Professional Baseball, has a much longer history, dating back to 1936, and is one of the most popular sports leagues in the country. One of the main differences point in their community approach. The J-League focuses on being closely connected to local communities, with each team deeply tied to its region. On the other hand, NPB teams are often run by large companies, aiming to build nationwide brand power and fan bases. There's also a big difference in the number of games. A J-League team typically plays 34 matches in a season, while an NPB team competes in over 143 games each year. This makes baseball a sport you can enjoy almost daily, whereas soccer is often seen as a weekend event.
We conducted interviews to get a general idea of public opinion. Interviews are very useful when proving something like this. The next section is the interview. First, we prepared 10 questions for the students. They leave a reflection and short comment. The first question is, which do you like, soccer or baseball? So, baseball was in 59%, soccer was in 41%. We expected half and half, and we were right. The second question is, which sports do you watch more often? The baseball was 54% and soccer was 46%. I thought there will be more baseball here because Hanshin Tigers games are broadcasted in this area. The third question, have you ever played soccer or baseball? The baseball was the 27%, soccer was the 34%. So both baseball and soccer require a lot of people, so it fulfills the parents' need to be able to play an active role in the game. The fourth question is, when it comes to format, which do you like? Format is rules. Soccer was unpopular because of offsides, where you could not attack in the middle of the field. Fifth question is, which sport is more globally? Baseball was 36%, soccer was 64%. So baseball's only foreign popular leagues are the only major league, but soccer has 5 major leagues in Europe, one of which is England's Premier League. The sixth question is, in the future, which sports would you watch? So baseball was 50% and soccer was 50%. So as per question 1, it is about half and half that I expected. Seventh question, if you were enjoying a game with your friends and family, which would you choose? Baseball was 49% and soccer was 51%. So as per question 1, it is about half and half. If you have a family, the teams you support should generally be the same. Eighth question is, as a child, which sport did you have more exposure to? In other words, which sport have you experienced more? The results show that baseball is more common than soccer. Ninth question, what do you think is the main appeal point? So they have a common point in soccer and baseball. So home run in baseball or super save in soccer, so it is not easy to see. 10th question, do you have your favorite team? There was Hanshin Tigers, Oryx Buffaloes, and Vissel Kobe and others. There were also people who cheered for the players, not the teams, like me. Next, interview for an expert. I interviewed a sports expert, Mr. Kazuhisa Ihara. He is a bigwig in the Hyogo Prefectural Sports Association, and his school is so prestigious in sports that it won the championship at the Koshien at summer tournament. He has a lot of sports experience, and I was under his care when I was a freshman in college. I have his permission for this video. So, do you know the NPB rule changes? NPB stands for Nippon Professional Baseball Organization. Starting next season, the NPB will begin restricting the taking of photographs and pictures at games. And it is believed that the number of people coming to games for the purpose of taking photographs and pictures will suddenly stop going, and sales in the Japanese baseball world will drop dramatically starting next year. It is a pity, he said, because some players, such as Shohei Ohtani, are active across the ocean. However, fortunately, baseball is increasingly adding new rules on a global scale, such as Major League, like the Ohtani rule, for example. So also, starting next year, there will be a rule that allows the best hitter to bat freely only once, regardless of batting order, and I thought that Japanese baseball would be more popular if this kind of the idea was introduced.
In this video, we compare two very popular sports in the world. Baseball and soccer are two sports with their own unique charms and different ways to enjoy them. It is difficult to compare which sport is better than the other, but they both have one thing in common. They are loved by many people around the world. Thank you for watching.